for you. Okay, it's still not the sexiest story I'm going to tell you about today. It's still probably the most important. The debt ceiling decision is still out there, and it affects every single one of us. President Obama is meeting with congressional leaders about it tomorrow. He has invited House and Senate members from both parties to the White House. Here's his message. Get out of your comfort zone. The president says progress has been made, but there are some serious differences that still need to be resolved. House Speaker John Boehner, a Republican, says he'll be at the meeting tomorrow, but he's got a message of his own for the president. Congress won't accept the tax increases the Democrats want. No agreement on raising the federal government's debt ceiling is reached by August the 2nd. The U.S. could default on its debt obligations. Time now for the political ticker with Tim Farley. He's the host of Morning Briefing on Sirius XM Radio. He's with us from Washington. Good morning, Tim. Let's start with those debt ceiling talks tomorrow. Increasing criticism heaped on by Republicans against Republicans, saying at this point they're digging in a way that actually could be dangerous for them and for the country.
Several people have been writing about this. David Brooks in the New York Times yesterday had an interesting op-ed saying that this was the mother of all no-brainers, that Republicans could be squandering an opportunity. And David Frum on CNN was writing about this. He sees it as an error by the president in perhaps giving up too much in some previous negotiations. Where it goes from here, we don't know. We know that the Great Eight, as we're now dubbing them, because we have to have nicknames in Washington for these people, but the leaders from the House and the Senate, Republicans and Democrats, getting together with the president and the vice president. Just to give you a sense of this, Ali, a quick statement from Mitch McConnell, the minority leader, and I want to make sure I get it right. These discussions are not about rich and poor or an election, but they're about making Washington take the hit and make some tough choices for a change, not the taxpayers and job creators. Essentially, Republicans, if not intransigent, at least very firm on their position, no new taxes, and Democrats and the president saying we need to have some new revenue. So that's where the problem is right now.
And Brooks's comment, along with some other Republicans, is that in exchange for increasing a few $100 million in taxes, they could be getting trillions of dollars in cuts. The president's going to be hearing from people today. He's holding one of those Twitter town hall meetings. I never know what to make of these things, Tim.
It's like the haiku of social media, you know, the 575, only it's 140 characters. And by the way, don't be thinking that this is going to be somehow truncated answers by the president. He'll still give his shall we say, professorial responses to questions that have been pre-screened. So this is not a big surprise, but it's taking place today in the East Room at the White House, and these have been pre-screened. By the way, there were some articles, one of them in the the Wall Street Journal, saying that maybe there had only been about 36 questions submitted, but there was a glitch. There have been thousands of questions submitted, and obviously not that many will be asked today.
All right, Tim, look forward to it. Good to see you. Thanks very much. Have a great show this morning. Tim Farley of XM Sirius Radio. Check out this video from Kansas. You see some